All right, so hui, not a whole lot to watch today from what I'm seeing. There's really nothing good. LYT, after a massive decline, looks the best to me of our leading gappers, and that's because it doesn't really look that good, if I'm being honest. Um, I don't know. RBCN. This wasn't on my scans. RBCN. Okay. LYT. For some reason, my scans or my charts are just weird. LYT doesn't look bad here if it can hold above its level. I think that float's pretty high in it though, if I'm being honest. But I do like LYT if it can continue holding above for a possible break of 6. But I don't think it has that much potential to rip through on 6. A lot of sellers stacked here at 80, 70 as well. I don't know. RAV is dropping here. There's a pop to 72 on this one. APRN's also hitting the scans actually. APRN doesn't look so bad. LYT, go back to this one. So it had a hard time holding above its level there. See what it wants to do. I'm literally trading for cents on this one. Not a huge move or anything. Spread's also kind of big, not really what I want to see. 5-6 cents. So I don't really like LYT anymore. It's choosing a direction, but it's just too slow. I don't want to trade one like that. APRN doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look the best, but it doesn't look too bad. It's still below VWAP. We do have resistance up here at 450. Another one here at 480 or 70, I mean. Needs more volume. APRN is easy to borrow. I just realized that. Nice red and green there on LYT. Can actually hold though. Next 5 minutes gonna open here. We can watch the next 5 minute candle. It's already had basically 2 rejections up here at the top though. RBCN. Nice. Rip. I prefer this one if I'm being honest. So now it's recovered above VWAP. Can we see a bounce above VWAP? 5 minute doesn't look so bad either. About to open here. High of this 5 minute candle is 41. So I do like a potential entry right here at VWAP. I don't like how low it's finishing though. Spreads are kind of big. I'll take a starter here. Looking for the break of 1550. If we can get that break. I'm in at 35. So I'm in pretty high. I have to stop out here. Should I add into it? I'm already down 10 cents. I shouldn't let it run this long. Almost 15 cents, 13 cents here. I'm gonna get a recovery. That's 1540. See 40 again. We're having a hard time here. There's 39 again once more. We have the break of 50. It's 41. 55. Not quite. It's a little too choppy. Should I sell it here? And wait for this next 1 minute to open. It's opening pretty high. 44 again. Debating whether I should just get rid of it here at this point. It's had a hard time breaking. I'm gonna try and get rid of it at 38, but it looks like it's gonna break this last 1 minute low, and I'm gonna have to take a fat loss on it. I'm gonna leave my order there anyways. See if I can get filled on a lucky pop. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take a nasty drop here, a nasty loss. So I got filled there for 3 cents. Not worth it. That was not worth the trade. If I'm being real, it definitely wasn't worth the trade. Looks like it's gonna break 1550 here. That's really unfortunate how choppy it is. I was expecting a solid break there, but clearly it's just not it. This is not the stock. So, and I took big size on it, so I was risking a lot more than I was making. That's for sure. I was hoping it would break 1550 pretty much right away, but then the spreads got pretty big instantly. It's weird. Here's the break of 1550. Let's see if it can get it. It's 45, 44. So basically a triple top here. Almost a triangle formation in a way. It's forming a rising wedge here. There's a break. It's 1560 now. It's basically what I was looking for earlier, but right as it breaks, it comes all the way back down to 44 on the ask or the bid now. So not really a solid break. It's not really holding much. I don't really like this stock. I'm not gonna trade it. RBCN is still breaking higher apparently. It's just unfortunate that it didn't break higher, and that's kind of why I was debating which should I sell or should I not sell. Only reason I sold here instead of holding for the next 1 minute was because of how choppy it was. Like this candle, what was that? It went all the way to 1570, all the way back down to 1530. Like, and then here's a big rejection. So I don't like the choppiness of the stock. I don't think I'm gonna mess with it anymore. I tried. You know, I got the break. I didn't sell where I should have at 45 or 44. I could have sold at 44, but I wanted to get the break. I was given a little more time than I needed to. And that's a massive rejection with it. Too bad it's not easy to borrow. LYT forming a bull flag here. Nice pop there as one, and then now here's the second leg up. All of a sudden there's all these little stocks popping up here. ZING, ZVNA, NSTV. Like, what are these doing popping up in my scans? They're not even moving. IMTE. This doesn't look so bad for a break of 450. Spreads are also kind of big. Is it worth the risk? I don't feel so. APRN is easy to borrow, so I could short it, but it's already made such a decline that I'm not even considering it. There's no good setup either, low volume, not so active, or low volatility, I should say. IMTE looks the best right now. That's because it doesn't look super good either. Looks alright. 5 and 10 minute are all strong, but the 1 minute MACD is literally at its close here. I'm expecting a false break. Quick break of 14 or 440 and then a rejection is what I'm assuming. We'll see. See what it wants to do. LYT rejecting here. RAV. Rejection right there on IMTE. So I wasn't really wrong. Pretty big rejection here too. 440 all the way down to 4 practically. IMTE. Oh, my bad. RAV. RAV for a potential curl through VWAP. Maybe. But is it really worth the risk though? Has the potential. Not sure how I feel about it. So I could buy in at 540. The break of 550 maybe. LYT popping back up here. I could get in for the possible break of 6 on this candle here. This next 1 minute. Because I do feel that the 10 minute high can break. 10 minute high is 94. But it would be such a quick scalp if I did get in right here. Like a crazy quick scalp. I'd rather see it come down first. Sideways consolidate first. I don't see a specific pattern that looks obvious to me. Like if anything, I'd just go right here, get in at 89 for the break of 94. And that's all I'd be going for. The break of 94 and then sell it right away. 93. 94. Can we get the break of 94? Not quite. Double top there. So that's basically what I would have gone for if I would have gotten filled on an exit. I'd rather wait for it to sideways consolidate a little more because it's already peaking twice. Unless this candle just rips and breaks 6 as well, then okay, cool. But I'm not expecting a massive rip. See if we can do it here. Big seller at 92 though. You have a lot of them stacked around 6 too. I don't know. RAV is still sideways, surprisingly. This one has not made a decision yet. RBCN. This one's rejecting. I don't know, nothing exciting today at all for me. So we did get the break here. It's too extended for me to want to get in at this point. I'm going to need a pullback. It's probably going to break 6 without me, and that's going to be the move, but I'd rather see a pullback before I even think about taking an entry on this one. There's the break of 6. So that was a nice break. 608. Kind of holding 603. So it could have got in on that trade, but I'm just not feeling this one. Not feeling LYT. Not feeling IMTE. Not feeling RAV. RAV, I like it, but it's just like there's no volatility in it. The volume's pretty much sold off here. There's no volume in it anymore. So I'm kind of just like, RBCN, I mean, I traded it, but so choppy. It's not worth it. I don't know. I don't know what else to watch. There's just really nothing. Nothing that I'm excited about. Well, LYT, now it's taken off pretty significantly. We're coming up to our first resistance point on the 5-minute. The LYT, this should have been an obvious trade. Again, I just didn't like how it's been trading in this range, so I didn't feel so confident in it. Having a massive rip through 6. I thought it would break 6 and then kind of just pull back. I didn't expect a massive incline there. That was a good 25-cent move. I don't want to trade it this high. That's kind of what I was expecting right here for the break of 6. Quick break, and then it's now rejecting. Wasn't expecting anything to hold the way it is. REV finally breaking above here. So let's see how long this is actually going to hold. I'm curious. I would want to get in on REV, but it already broke. It already broke its last high. And again, it's still choppy. Volume is increasing a little bit, but nothing significant. Huge seller stacked at 48 as well, so it's gonna be a tough one to break. Unless volume just floods the stock, then okay. Honestly, I'm gonna wait for the next 5 and 10 minute on this one. I'll wait, or I can average into it maybe. High is 50. I could average into it in anticipation of the 50 break. See if we can get a 2-candle pullback here. There's several candles in consolidation for this next 5 and 10 minute open. I'll wait on REV. It's probably gonna break out without me. I'll wait on it in the meantime. So we have LYT still breaking higher. If this can continue sideways consolidating up here, I can potentially take another entry or take an entry for the break of its high on the 5 and 10 minute as well. I don't know. It's starting to slow down up here, which is why I don't really want to take this trade because I think I'm going to catch the back end. At this point, I missed a really solid entry here and an incline here as well. A bit choppy in this range, I think, at least. This trade was kind of obvious. I just didn't want to take it based off of how it's been trading. I didn't really like the stock in general, so I just decided not to take it. But let's go watch REV. How's REV finishing? So we got the break. This is probably not the stock to trade if I'm being real. But I do like its 5 and 10 minute here, finishing strong, both of them. I could get it on this next candle and consolidation around 45 in anticipation of the break of the 55 high. Just where's my target gonna be? I have no idea so far. See if we can get this one to pull back below 50. We have about 45. It's too loud on volume. I shouldn't be trading this one, I'm being real. LYT has a lot more volume. This seems like the better trade. Technically a double bottom here on LYT on the 1 minute. We can try and get in. It's holding support so far around 15. I just don't want to see it break its low here. Coming down 15. I'm gonna get in here at 19, I guess. Getting at 19, we're gonna look for the next 1 minute high break. I probably got in a little early. Maybe I'm expecting a little too much from the stock. 23 now. Let's see if I did get in too early. I would like to see it in the high 20s. Or it breaks lower here. I might have to get rid of it right here. Stop out there. So it broke its low. Still looking for that 5-10 minute high break. We're gonna see some more consolidation, I guess, on the 1 minute. Once I'd seen that MACD, I was like, ugh. So now I'm definitely red on the day. Could have been green right there if I would have just sold for that couple of cents. Daily high on this one is 741. So there's a nice incline here. Kind of surprised by that. Hopefully we don't see it pop all the way up. That would kind of suck. Can we get a little more red here? If this somehow spikes again and climbs, I'm expecting a massive rejection based on the 1 minute MACD. I almost pressed the trigger here at 23. And I probably should have. Probably gonna get that high break that I was looking for earlier. There it is, there's the break. I almost pressed the trigger at 43 too. Or 23. So as I mentioned, if we get the break, I'm expecting a massive rejection with it. So here's the first rejection, false break. And I think that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to take a small loss, about almost $100 loss based on commissions. So kind of annoying. I guess I just got in on the wrong candle. Just didn't want to break out on the candle on which I got in on. I was anticipating this next 1 minute candle to make this move, but I guess not. Had to sell for a loss there. Once it started coming to its low, I was like, no, I'm gonna have to sell. I don't know. Slow day today. Just nothing worth trading, I would say. In my opinion, there's just nothing worth trading right now. It's trash. REV? Even REV here with the big rejection. Not feeling it. LYT is the only one that's even worth watching, but even LYT is just trashed in me. I missed a good move here, and now it's back in its choppy sideways action. So choppiness here, and in a way there's kind of like this wedge, I guess, that I had missed, but it's kind of hard to read it. I mean, I guess it's kind of a wedge here. Something like that, maybe, I don't know. Even then, it's kind of forming the same thing here, but it's just not like, it's not like obvious setup to me. Can't tell what's going on. Let's check out REV again. LYT just had a massive climb there, actually. Go back to this one. I'm surprised, especially with this MACD coming so close. Like, maybe I rely too heavily on the MACD in anticipation of false breaks, but I don't know. I'm done with LYT for now though. I'm not gonna be trading this one. I feel like it's just how choppy it is up here. It's just not worth it. Like I'm literally scalping for a couple cents. It's just not worth it. It's the only one that's really moving though, so that's why I think I'm gonna have to wrap it up because there's literally nothing else going. Too low of a price for me. So that's kind of a trash way to end a green streak, if I'm being real. APDN, APRN, my bad. Both its 5 and 10 minute look kind of strong at this point. 5 minutes kind of curling. Could average into it in anticipation of the VWAP break, making higher lows. I actually do like it here. I do like it for a higher break and a breakthrough VWAP. For whatever reason, I feel like this is a little more potential. 21. Even though it has like no volume in it, I feel like this does have the potential. I'll take a starter at 420. I probably got in way too early because it's probably going to dip here and I could have got a better opportunity. But I do like this for a potential break of its last 5 minute high through VWAP of 26. Potentially hit a target of 440. Let's see what it wants to do. I don't have so much confidence in this trade, but I do feel like it's getting pretty strong up here at this point. The next 5 and 10 minute opening, how they are pretty high. 23, 24 now. I have a big seller at 28. I might just get rid of it there if I can. VWAP's at 26. So we'll see what it wants to do here. Back to 24, 23 now. Finishing pretty high. We can see what this next 1 minute wants to do. Slowing down up here though. Gotta be very careful. Let's see if we get the break. 25, 26. Big seller at 26 here. Should I get rid of it? Try and get rid of it at 26, I guess. I was looking for a quick snap through 26. Now it's back down to 24. Next 5 and 10 minute will open here pretty soon. Cancel my order here. I'm at a quick little spike at 26. We get a rip through 26 all the way through 28. 26 volumes kind of dying out here. This 30. Sold there at 30. So nice break of view up there. I got an almost a perfect entry. It could have held a little longer. 440 would have been my actual target, but I decided to sell. How quick this market's moving, I thought it was a good idea just to sell there. So that trade could have put me break even today, if not put me green. I wish I would have gotten a little earlier at like 418, 417 where I had seen it. It's 32 now. $440 would have been my target. It's 35, so I missed out on some money here. And for whatever reason, this was a much easier trade compared to the other ones like LYT. There's 438, so right at my target here. next 5 and 10 minutes, just open. See if we get that pullback here to VWAP. So there's a pullback to VWAP. I'm not going to take a trade on it anymore, but if I were to take one, I'd want to get in a little closer to VWAP. So right here, 32. I'd be fine with 32. Take an entry here, somewhere around here, in anticipation for the next 1 minute or 5 minute high break. 5 minute high here is 38, I believe. Yeah, so that would be my target. If I got in here at 32, that would be my target on the next 5 minute. I mean, on this 5 minute candle, it's 38. So let's see what it wants to do. I'm not gonna trade it. I think I'm done for today. I'd rather take it break even or slightly profitable than risk it. There's 37. Back up here. So we get there's a quick snap of 38, 39. Can we hit 40? 40 would be my target if I took that. There's 40. And I potentially would have got rid of it there at 39. So from 32 to 39, that would have been a profitable trade as well. Broke its high on the 5 minute and 10 minute. And I think that would be it for me. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here then. I put myself green. Wow, I did not expect to be green. That's actually super surprising that I'm this much in the green. There's no way. RBCN. This one was a losing trade though, or break even. 35, got filled at 38, 3 cents. I mean, I guess $10 in commission and then $20 winning, I guess. So 20 there. And then I lost 50 on LYT. LYT was just trash. I mean, I was profitable on LYT. That's the thing. I got on a candle too early. I could have averaged in, but I didn't want it to break its low and flush on me. So I decided, let me cut it right away. So out at 6.15, but I was in at 6.19. So 4-cent loss there with a 10-cent commission or $10 commission. So 50 bucks, that makes sense. But unfortunate because I had that big rip right after. So that would have been a profitable trade too. Either way, APRN, I mean 10 cents. 10 cents right there. I could have made it to the 40 that I was looking for. You know, I could have made it there, but that would have been my target. It's just once I'd seen that it broke through VWAP, how much I had been struggling a little bit, I was like, maybe I should just get rid of it in this market. I didn't take my profits quick enough on LYT. Now I kind of regret it because it's a $50 loser now. But so far, I mean, profitable. So from red to green, I put myself green there just on that last trade on APRN. So the one that I least expected to be profitable on today ended up being my biggest winner. So I mean, it's good that I'm trying to make money somewhere else and trying different stocks as well. And I'm taking a bigger share size because I'm trying to get used to taking a larger share position. But I'm trying to manage my risk as best as I can, and that's why on LYT I just cut my loss right away. I could have definitely entered for another trade here on LYT just as a quick scout, but I noticed if I take back-to-back trades, I get a little more hesitant and a little more jumpy on my decision making, so I don't really put a lot of thought into it. I just jump in because I feel it, right? So if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. I'm not gonna chase the stock, but good to be green. $58.62. Again, this is in a sim account. This is not a live account. I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to the live account once we see enough consistency and once the market, I guess, picks up a little better, because right now it's still pretty slow. We're trading practically the same stocks. REV, you have RDBX, APRN. I think I've seen this one multiple times too. I don't know. There's several stocks we've been trading back to back to back, and I'm looking for some new stuff to pop up on the scans. APRN's finally hitting the scans this late though, but anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. I will see you guys tomorrow.